they'll be dead or drooling. But I can tell you with some confidence that this planet won't be cooling unless we sort this critical mess. We're just counting down the hours. You know, pardon me for being cliched, but the people have the power. The power to tell governments, we're not having this anymore. For our children and our grandchildren, we need to disobey their laws. I've read about the future, and it's looking turbo grim. We need to see past bread and circuses and check out the state we're in. It's not fake news or moral panic, and nor is it a hoax. But reactions range from head in sand to cracking crappy jokes. I'm all for global warming if it's going to be more sunny. Forgive me for not laughing, but that's a long way from funny. I don't want to be an edgelord, a prophet preaching doom, but we need to change, and we need it fast. Now, today, not soon. And then we've got you marching.
It's the cars giving us all this stuff. Yes.
Can we have another 2 pallbearers, please? One of these gentlemen rest. Darling Dan's hopping mouse. The Puerto Rican Putia. Hispanic edible rat. Can't prepare
It would have had
rabbit rat. We are given 25 years before our water runs out. 11 years from now, we will have locked in the 2 degrees warming. At 2 degrees, we cannot afford rain. Our security.
We are reminded of our insignificance by your displays of power, your volcanoes, earthquakes, hurricanes and tsunamis. But that feeling of insignificance led to a complacency and a sense that you, Earth, were indestructible, that you could cope with whatever we did to you. Dear Earth, what ungrateful children we were. We could and should have lived here peacefully and respectfully. Yet some of us saw you merely as a resource to be conquered and exploited. Our arrogant greed saw us track you, mine you, deforest you, litter you, concrete you, pollute you, and raise precious resources that were not ours to take. We took for granted that day would follow night and winter would be followed by spring. Through our actions, your coral reefs have been damaged beyond repair. The Arctic might be ice-free in the summer within the next 2 decades. Plastic is everywhere. Every disposable nappy ever used is still in existence and will remain so for another 500 years. Dear Earth, we are sorry for causing you harm. We thank you. We thank you for the sight of dew-covered spider webs, sunrises, twinkling stars, northern lights, rainbows. We thank you for the sound of waves crashing on the shore, the wind blowing through trees, thunderclaps and raindrops on canvas. We thank you for the smells of the sea and the perfume our children made from rose petals. We thank you for the sensations of sand running through our fingers, snowflakes on our tongue, rough bark on our knees, and sunlight warming our bones. We
Does anyone have a poem at this point? Okay. 30 years from now, I'll either be dead or drooling. But I can tell you.
The years shall run like rabbits, but in my arms I hold the flower of the ages, the first love of the world. But all hope began to work. I left in the forest of nightmare. What you missed. A glacier knocks in the cupboard. Desert sighs in the bed. A crack in the teacup opens. A lake, the land of the dead, where the beggars raffle the banknotes, and the giant is chanting to Jack, and a lily white boy is Aurora, and Jill goes down on her back. Oh look in the mirror. Oh look in your distress. Life remains a blessing, although you cannot bless. Stand in the window as the tears scald and start, for you will love your crooked neighbour with your crooked heart. It was late in the evening. The lovers, they had gone. The clocks had ceased their chiming, and the deep river ran on. Thank you very much.
Much more fun. It is more fun.
We're just going to do our piece first, and then we'll do our
We are here to mourn the loss of humanity. 7.6 billion of us human beings now live on this planet. In the next 5 minutes, as we stand here, more than 1,000 babies will be born across the globe. I am scared of those babies. We do not know what their future holds. In their lifetime, not material wealth, but a richness of life, our creativity, our art, music, films, novels, our curiousness, and inventiveness have created electricity, the internet, medical advances, space rockets. We love to feel alive by feeding our senses, seeking thrills, connecting with nature, dancing till dawn. And love connects us all, our friends, our families, our communities. We humans are kind and compassionate. We like to find meaning and to feel useful. But we are also driven by darker traits, often greed, fear, or hatred. When we let these traits get the better of us, we are capable of terrible atrocities which shame us all and which we should never forget.
We must honour her. All generations to come, of all species, are our children. We must nurture our fellow beings of today, whether born of womb, egg or seed, are our brothers and sisters. And together we can change the world. Thank you.
Thank you. Now I'm just going to read a short speech about the environmental crisis and reproductive freedom, because it's a large part of why I'm here today. The environmental crisis is a reproductive justice crisis. How do you protect your health and your children in an increasingly dangerous and toxic environment? How do you decide whether or not to have a baby when a healthy and stable future is increasingly jeopardized? No one makes reproductive choices freely in the face of this looming catastrophe with its many economic and environmental pressures. I look to the future and I am scared of bringing children into such a hot and troubled world. Exposure to air pollution kills 30,000 people per year in the UK. 223 of those unnecessary and cruel deaths occur in Durham, where I live. The World Health Organization estimates that Newcastle has fine particle air pollution levels that match the top limit of 10 micrograms per cubic meter. Districts here in Newcastle exceed this legal limit. Across the country, areas exceeding legal pollution limits are the poorest and most densely populated areas. Again, increasingly, it is the poorest who suffer the worst effects of environmental breakdown at home and abroad. Last year, the Royal College of Paediatrics and Child Health conducted a nationwide survey.
Thank you, Lauren. Are you ready for a little bit of audience participation?
Yes!
Thank you. We have some pledges. I invite you to repeat after me. We hereby declare.
We hereby declare
The bonds of the social contract.
the bonds of the social contract
To be null and void.
to be null and void,
Which the government
which the government
has rendered invalid.
has rendered invalid,
To act appropriately.
to act appropriately.
I missed the makes no sense. The government has rendered invalid by its continuing failure
By its continued failure
to act appropriately.
to act appropriately,
We call upon every citizen
we call upon every citizen
to rise with us.
to rise with us.
We demand to be heard,
We demand to be heard,
to apply solutions
to apply solutions
to these ecological crises,
to these ecological crises,
and to create a national assembly
and to create a National Assembly
by which to initiate those solutions needed to change our present cataclysmic course. We refuse to bequeath a dying planet to future generations by failing to act now. We act in peace with ferocious love of this earth in our hearts. We act on behalf of life. Thank you. We're now going to hear from...
It's like a little dot on the horizon. It was a massive admission of guilt when one young girl with autism has a clearer idea of climate change situation than that of government officials and ministers. Greta Thunberg is a credit to her family and her country. She tells it how it is in black and white. But are we giving ministers too much credit? Are we giving ministers and officials too much credit? Do they know anything at all? Or are they just prevaricating because they can't be bothered or don't know what to face in clear fact? What I want to emphasise today is that it still feels possible that with a lot of hard work and energy we can still turn things around. We should be angry, not sad. Since I've been with XR, I've found a lot of love for our fellow man. We care because we are about making the world a better place for others, not ourselves. We are thinking about those who are suffering and dying and those who come after us. It's been a privilege to be part of this movement, and it's been great being here talking to you today. Please keep going. Please keep up your support. Please keep on giving each other hope. Thank you.
We're going to see the end of Bangladesh. And all of this means that we have to challenge the nature of ownership, the nature of work, and the nature of capital into the future. We have to reconfigure our entire industrial strategy in order to have any hope into the future of preventing the catastrophes that await us. I've 2 grandchildren. I don't know whether they'll live as long as I will. And I take it that seriously. If we don't take it that seriously, if we don't start to reconfigure the way we relate to one another, if we don't start to use a welfare system that is not a tool for disciplining people, but it's a tool for helping them, we must have political change. That means all of you who are politically active, you have to say, not just, I'm a member of the Green Party, that's easy, you know where we're at. You have to say to every politician in this country, in this city, that they have to change the way in which they approach growth. Even the Labour Party, making nice noises about climate change, has still not sussed it out. You can't stop climate change unless you stop growth. Growth is what has brought us to this position. Go back to your friends and your families. Tell them this is a climate emergency. We must take action. Make sure you tell 2 or 3 people you know that you've been out here this afternoon. Spread the word, and together we can do it. Thank you.
And the final flashing of the light. I want people to know that the speech that I'm about to read, I didn't actually write. The person who was meant to read it out was taken ill, just like our planet has been taken ill. So I'll be reading it out to you today. So if you happen to be inspired as a result of what you hear today, please know in your heart that it was not me who inspired you. It was that other person I've just appointed. We hold the following to be true. This is our darkest hour. Humanity finds itself embroiled in an event unprecedented in its history. One which, unless immediately addressed, will catapult us further into the destruction of all we hold dear.
Michael.
This nation, its peoples, our ecosystems, and the future of generations to come. The science is clear. We are in the 6th mass extinction event, and we will face catastrophe if we do not act swiftly and robustly. Biodiversity is being annihilated all around the world. Our seas are poisoned, acidic and rising. Flooding and desertification will render vast tracts of land uninhabitable and lead to mass migration. Our air is so toxic that the United Kingdom is breaking the law. It harms the unborn whilst causing tens of thousands to die. The breakdown of our climate has begun. There will be more wildfires, unpredictable superstorms, increasing famine, and untold drought as food supplies and fresh water disappear. The ecological crises that are impacting upon this nation, and indeed this planet and its wildlife, can no longer be ignored, denied, or go unanswered by any beings of sound rational thought, ethical conscience, moral concern, or spiritual belief. In accordance with these values, the virtues of truth, and the weight of scientific evidence, we declare it our duty to act on behalf of the security and well-being of our children, our communities, and the future of the planet itself. We, in alignment with our consciences and our reasoning, declare ourselves in rebellion against our government and the corrupted, inept institutions that threaten our future. The willful complicity displayed by our government has shattered meaningful democracy and cast aside the common interest in favor of short-term gain and private profits. When government and the law fail to provide any assurance of adequate protection, as well as security for its people's well-being and the nation's future, it becomes the right of its citizens to seek redress in order to restore dutiful democracy and to secure the solutions needed to avert catastrophe and protect the future. It becomes not only our right, it becomes our sacred duty to rebel. We hereby declare the bonds of the social contract to be null and void, which the government has rendered invalid by its continuing failure to act appropriately. We call upon every principled and peaceful citizen here in Newcastle today to rise with us. We demand to be heard, to apply informed solutions to these ecological crises, and to create a National Assembly by which to initiate those solutions needed to change our present cataclysmic course. We refuse to bequeath a dying planet to future generations by failing to act now. We act in peace, with ferocious love of these lands in our hearts. We act on behalf of life. People of Newcastle, join us as we change our society as we chart a new path through these choppy, unkempt waters, as we reject consumerism and embrace a new life, a new existence in harmony with nature. Join us, our brothers and sisters, as we fight for a better world. It starts here today in Newcastle. Today.
Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for standing strong. Thank you all for being part of the